This week, Democrats in the Senate are again keeping our eye on the ball by keeping jobs number one on the agenda. We're giving final consideration this week to a package that's already passed the Senate once before, but was just cleared by the House in slightly modified form. The legislation has many moving parts, but make no mistake about it, this is a jobs bill. And jobs is what the American people want us to focus on. They don't want excuses. They don't want delay. They don't want to say, well, we could have helped with jobs but for or but if. And it will help improve the jobs picture in two critical ways. First, it closes a bunch of foreign tax loopholes in order to stop the outsourcing of U.S. jobs. Second, it's going to provide important tax breaks and help to small business to incentivize more hiring here at home. In other words, we're trading offshoring for shoring up jobs in the U.S.
The citizens across our country want to see jobs created, and we are working very hard to do that, but they are particularly incensed when they find out that our tax dollars are subsidizing the export of American jobs. That is salt in the wound.
This bill will end an unintended subsidy for outsourcing by stopping abuse of the foreign tax credit. This credit was designed to prevent double taxation of earned income abroad. Nothing wrong with that. However, multinational companies have devised transactions that essentially shift the burden of the foreign income tax onto the federal government. These transactions enable companies to operate offshore with essentially little or no tax liability to either the United States or to the foreign government. This abuse of foreign tax credits encourages companies to move jobs offshore and avoid U.S. taxation. If you hire someone here in America, you're taxed. If you hire someone overseas, you're not. If you're an American company, what kind of policy is that? What kind of message is that? What kind of lesson is that? Our bill will stop the perverse incentive created by this easily abused tax credit and raise revenue, over $10 billion.
In addition, it's going to shore up the foundations of companies doing business here in the United States through this series of clauses. Those clauses include research and development tax credit, very important provision. It includes employer wage credit for activated military reservists, very important to our servicemen coming home. And it provides a 5-year depreciation for the business of farming, farm equipment and machinery and so forth, and a series of others. But these are helping companies that are creating and sustaining jobs here in America while closing or ending the subsidies that are moving our jobs overseas.
The bottom line, Americans are still struggling. They want more jobs, and so here in the Senate, jobs will remain priority number one. It'll be almost an obsession to us. We fully expect to have the 60 votes we need to pass this bill by early next week, in case any of you were going to ask that. And before the end of the month, we'll consider another jobs measure in the form of a small business lending bill, all in keeping with the jobs agenda announced by Harry Reid and the Senate Democrats earlier this year.